Hello everyone and welcome to XenoMiner. This game used to be on the Xbox Live Indie lineup, and since then has dropped off the face of the earth effectively. It used to be on Xbox. I believe it's been taken off the store, the marketplace there. And since then you can't get it anywhere. And just recently I've come over a set of files that turned out to be the 2.6 update, that elusive 2.6. And since then, I've been toying around with it. My interest has been renewed. And I did check, I went in game, and it is not a false version setup here. It is actually version 2.6. So, yeah, this is a voxel-based sandbox game. Similar to Minecraft, except it takes place on an alien moon. World name here. Let's go. YouTube. Alright, world seed. 333. I'm going to put it on easy. I do have enemies turned off. The little alien fuckers. They are disabled. But yeah, we'll start it up here and I'll show you the basics of the game. This is your suit AI. I'm not going to read this because I've already read all of it, but I will let it play out on screen so you can pause the video and read it however you like. No, this game was very interesting. It's one of the only sandbox games that's still an infinite world base, so your world files can get rather large rather quickly. To my knowledge, I have heard multiplayer does work on this 2.6 version, which is a rarity because the 2.5.1 version, or the 2.51 version, it did not for most people. They had widespread cracked versions of it that multiplayer was rather dysfunctional, so I was shocked to see that it worked on this. Due to that, I'm probably going to upload a couple multiplayer videos of this game. We'll see how that goes in the future, though. Just going to leave all this up here for a marginal segment of time so you all can pause and read if you really want to. Okay. We'll take the what is it? Nanotech Health? Something like that. Okay. Anyway, this is a rather interesting game. I believe I've said that enough. I'm just kind of making do with a little bit of speech here. Okay. And now we're ready. So, the first thing I like to do is gather up all these ores. Because generally speaking, ore is good. You know, that seems to be the general consensus on ore. No, in the comments, ask any questions you'd like. It was difficult to come across this version of the game, version 2.6. And I don't guess very many people have it. It has been gone for so long. the last place anyone saw it was on the Xbox 360, and that's been a long time ago. I think 2015 was the last that XenoMiner was even playable on the 360. I could be wrong about that, so correct me if I am. But I had assumed that that was the case. It seemed to have disappeared off of my 360 library. That was before I read... No, that was after I had accidentally red-ringed my Xbox by playing this game non-stop. I think I was 6 or something at the time. Something along those lines. Using OBS for this recording. Here's the bot. Yeah. For those of you who may be curious, this is how the bot functions. This is the move character. It signifies that a motion is going to happen. So you have a move. And then this is the dig character. It signifies that an excavation is going to happen. This is the build character. It signifies that a block is being placed. So say you wanted to move forwards, you would do move, and then this is forwards. This is up, this is down, this is backwards. And these do not require a move. This is turn right, this is turn left. So say, for instance, when you place the bot, by the way, it starts at head level, like at eye level. So we'll say move down and then mine directly below you. But first, I should say, we can't mine this. It's not going to let us because we have the basic pick, the Resonator XJ5. But if we place the bot here and run this program, it mines it just fine, and it sends it into your inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and place this back here. Those are a couple very simple things. Ice is a necessity. Pardon, I skipped that one. That was not my intention. It was just explaining that you can go into your inventory and select the Centriforge option to craft ice oxygen refills. You do this by pressing E, I believe, is the default, but my inventory's key is set to tab, and then you press R, which brings up your crafting menu. So while I'm doing that, I will use these gravity platforms. Xenotech is the alien-esque technology, if you're curious, by the way. And if you're curious as to what I'm doing, I am saving myself a little time in the future. So we're going to mine up from eye level. Yep, just like that. I'm going to place these 2 solar panels just there. And if you'll notice, I'm keeping that hole open, because what I'm going to set there is something called a condenser. Basically what that will do is it will negate my need for oxygen tanks. Effectively, it will just let me breathe oxygen in here. So now I need silicon and regolith. Let me get rid of this. Woo. And fall damage, funnily enough, in this game is not based on the height at which you go and the fact that you're moving. It's actually velocity based. So unlike Minecraft, you won't kill yourself if you don't move up after falling a long distance. It's just based on the speed at which you hit the ground. Let's see, is there any more silicon? Well, this isn't silicon, but it's just as useful. Not really. Silicon's the most useful thing you can have. This game is actually fairly old. I believe it came out in 2011, 2012. Correct me if I'm wrong there. It may have even been 2013, but I'm not that familiar with it. So, we'll just go ahead and get some more resources here. Running out of resources is the worst thing you can have happen to you in here. Okay, so I'm going to need plenty silicon and regolith. So we will go ahead and just grab as much of both as I can get. Right, it's going to be one of those large fangs, isn't it? Yeah, that's all I'm picking up for you. Okay. Yep. Okay. Relative orbital nadir means it is midnight. Relative orbital zenith means it is midday. You do not want to be out in midday because you will die of radiation rather quickly in the starter gear. Some of the late game stuff you can actually almost live out there. Oh, and if you want proof that this is 2.6, I can simply go over here, and you'll see these pillars, they won't have existed in 2.51. These are made of obsidian, which if we look just down here, this is how you know it's 2.16. This section right through here is the mountainous biome, and that is the, I don't remember what it's called, but I want to say magma crag biome. But yeah, after I finish getting some basic resources, I'll head back and start work on some more in-depth crafting things, because we will most certainly need those. And a ventilation system, that's another thing we will need. Okay. If you're curious, that blue arrow on the minimap, that's not north or anything. That is, it's always going to lead you to your spawn. Like the original spawn, which I do not believe there is a way to set a new spawn. You'll always be there. So, do try not to build a home too far away from there. I find that the Xenomorph Tower here, Xenotech Tower, is probably about as far as anyone would want to go in a worst case scenario like daytime or something like that. Any further and the gear you get when you respawn may not be enough. Depending on what time of day it is, at least. Okay, that's just saying now that you're a bit more settled in and less dead, you may want to take shelter in the little crashed ship you have over there. It says to fix up the walls and all that, but it's honestly better just to do it here. You'll have less of a problem with the what are they called? Ventilators? Something like that. Good work, you have crafted a centriforge. So we'll pop this here. Let's see, what do I need for this? Okay, so 8 silicon and then bars. We'll go ahead and make those now. Okay, now we've got another processor. Okay. Make a couple steel bars. What do I need here for this? Okay, so 4, 5, 6 ceramic. Oh, need more dirt. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these, I believe is all we need. Yep. And we'll make some ducts and vents. Okay. Then we will just take the condenser, place it there, place the ducts, just like this, and now we've got oxygen in here. The little fan blades up there, green is you're close, that's great and all that. The closer it gets to yellow, and then orange and red, it's just your distance between them. And no, it's not actually like a pressurization system, which is why this works. It just has an AoE. So next what we'll want is probably a data energy relay. So that will require 4 ceramic. One of these. There we go. Now we'll go and place that right there. And effectively what that does increased irradiation, that effectively just means it's becoming daytime. Or it will become daytime soon. Something along those lines. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. User options, non-simplified map. Okay, so those little yellow circles right there on the mini-map, that is the radius of the 2 solar panels I have up there. The green just repeats that signal out further. So now we have a much larger radius that we can be effective in. That will charge our battery for mining, and it will also, if I can get enough material for it, Okay, let's see. 2, okay, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I need 20 regolith, and then I will have enough for it. So not only does it carry energy, like the name, it carries data, which, as if you read the tutorial, all of your items are actually stored in data. Okay, local star rising, prepare for accelerated radiation bombardment. So that is why you try to only be effective at night, because going out in the daytime is a death hazard. Okay, so we need 2, 2, 2, and then we've got one of these. So this, effectively, is just a storage drive. So I'll put all my ores and important stuff in here, all our nanotech medications and all that. Clear glass, that doesn't really matter too much in this scenario. All of this. And then, yeah, there's that. I feel like this is a good point to end the video. I don't want it getting too long. But, yeah, this has been XenoMiner. Thanks for watching.